Shut up and sit down.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the 360 Sports Show. I am Andrew Pizzelli. He is Christian Lauber, and we are coming to you live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Thank you for finding us here tonight, and we've got a couple quick things to get through, some big-ticket items. Christian, let's start first with the NBA, and Donovan Mitchell finally traded. He is heading to the Cleveland Cavaliers for a haul. Cavaliers the Cavaliers sent the Jazz Lauri Markkanen, Ochai Agbaji, Colin Sexton, 3 unprotected first-round picks, and 2 pick swaps. The Utah Jazz and Danny Ainge, old friend, just give me all the picks. 13 unprotected picks in the next 6 years. Don't know what you're going to do with them. But Mitchell on the move for this big haul. Who's won this trade?
If you get the player, you win the trade in my eyes. But I'll say this. I didn't see this trade coming. It seems a little weird because I think if you're the Cavs, you have Darius Garland. It's like kind of redundant there. I don't know if both those guys are going to see the floor at the same time. They're both small guards. But the Cavs, you want to get better, I guess. So you make a move for an all-star and you're going to get better. The picks, I don't really put much stock into those picks, to be honest. So in my eyes, I think the Cavs won the trade just because they got the best player in the deal.
Yeah, I mean, they wind up with the player. They kind of up their relevancy here in the Eastern Conference. Now, again, it's all about how these guys now fit together. I knew Cleveland was like one of these teams that was interested. I didn't think they would, go this far in on him, but evidently the Knicks, who was like, that was the rumor all summer long, they decided to kind of pause discussions, and as soon as that happened, the Cavs were like, we're in, baby. So they wind up with him. So I think for now, unless it blows up, and the only way the Jazz win this, I think, is if the Cavs suck. It doesn't work out. Mitchell leaves in 2 years, and the whole team falls apart, and all those picks you got are lottery picks. If the Cavs are good, if not great, those picks are all going to be somewhere in the middle, and that's where you wind up with your Shemi Ojeleyes and your Gershon Yabuselis and your Ante Zizic's. And this is what Danny Ainge does. I mean, they're still going to shop. They still got, evidently Connolly, Bogdanovich, everybody. The whole roster is going to be up for sale. So who knows how many picks they're going to wind up with before this thing's over. And I don't know. I mean, what do you do? You can't do anything with that many picks when you're building a team, unless you're trading them for other star players. But, you got to do that soon. You're not going to wait to draft these guys.
Well, we saw this for years here with the Celtics with Danny. Grabbing these picks, turning them into Carson Edwards and all these players at the end of the bench that can't play, and then you fall short because you don't have enough players. So, ultimately, that's why I don't put stock into the picks. I think most of the time those picks, late round, second round, unless you're looking at Giannis or some situation like that, Draymond Green, that type of player, you're not going to find that much there. They're going to be nice pieces, Peyton Pritchard, something like that. It's not like these guys. So that's why I always go with the player and the talent in the NBA. So you get the player, you win the deal. Now, will it work? Not necessarily. I mean, Cleveland, I don't like. They're a nice, scrappy team, but it's not like they have Kevin Durant now teaming up with Donovan Mitchell. So like, where does that put them? I don't know. I mean, probably playoff picture somewhat, but
Yeah, maybe not the play-in round, right? Like
the Eastern Conference is stacked. So.
maybe you get to be a 5 seed this year and avoid, or no, a 6 seed and avoid the play-in because is it 7? Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10.
8, yeah.
So maybe you avoid the play-in. That's at least right now where I would project them. A lot has to happen.
I would say that I would
put
them right in that range though. 7 to 10, get into the playoffs, lose in the first round. That's where I would put them.
Yeah, pretty much. Just from like a Celtics standpoint on this, aren't you really happy that you have Brad Stevens running the show? Like, we're a year into this now, over a year into it. And I think Brad has shown that he is far superior at this stage of where the Celtics are and where they're trying to go at helping them get there than Danny Ainge would be. Right? I mean, just look at what the guys have done in the last year with their respective teams. One guy is just fire sailing, doing what he does, and just hoard draft picks like a dragon to gold. The other guy's actually making creative moves and not always having to win a trade, give something to get something, but improving the team, knowing he has a finals-worthy team and doing whatever he can to make it happen and improve.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that. Yeah, I'd rather have Brad Stevens at this stage. Look, Danny was good for a long time, but at the end, he didn't do enough to get you to that next level. So, ultimately, yeah, I think it was time to move. We'll see what happens with the picks. I got tired of that, especially if you're trying to get a team together to win a championship. It's not going to work drafting 5 guys in the first round and having them sit on the end of the bench. It's not going to work.
Or not even the end of the bench. In Europe, you can't even put them on your roster. Sure. They're just hanging out somewhere else in the world. So who wins an NBA championship next, Christian, out of the 3 teams? Celtics, Cavs, or Jazz?
I mean, I would put my money on the Celtics. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Cavs or Jazz? Who wins an NBA championship
Cavs,
next?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think
the Jazz are going nowhere fast now.
I think, I don't know. I think like maybe you keep Danny Ainge as the fall guy here to acquire all these picks. He's not going to be the guy to take those picks and turn them around and make them into like, hey, let's trade now 7 picks and get some other guy. That's not the MO here.
Totally above mode.
Yeah. So we shall see. We have a couple of small things. We'll get through those, and then we will be doing picks because week 1 of the NFL season is upon us. But to help sort through all the other assorted news,
I got a question for you on the NBA real quick.
Go for it.
Carmelo Anthony, yay or nay?
Oh, to the Celtics?
Yeah.
At this point, for cheap money, I say yes. I think he spent those years in Portland. I think he's kind of embraced, I'm a bench guy. I'm a veteran bench scorer. So I would take him. And if it's not a good fit, adios. But I definitely, if he's willing to come here and you can do it cheap and not have to, like, because there's going to be, like, money available now because Gallinari's hurt. I don't know if I want to, like, blow that on Carmelo Anthony. I might want to try and get him in here on just, like, a cheap vet deal. Let him ring chase. Come here, pay him nothing, play for 1 year, ring chase, and we're good. We'll see. I definitely think there's some people that thought, hey, Al Horford's a guy that with his contract, the size of his contract could be any of these trade scenarios for the Celtics going after other players. He's kind of the guy that gets lumped in just because of his salary. Mm-hmm. Gallinari going down now, I don't think that's going to be in play because now you need Al the whole year. You want to have versatile bigs. You're not going to get rid of one of the most versatile bigs on your team, if not the conference. Just cause.
Also a good room guy.
Exactly. So we'll see. But I'd be down with Melo. How about you?
Yeah. I like Carmelo Anthony, especially when he was like early Nuggets days. I think it would just be cool to see a guy like that in Celtics jersey. Like he's not what he was. I mean, let's not go nuts, but for him to come in and play 5-6 minutes in like per half, maybe 10 minutes a night just to shoot, sure.
Yeah.
Especially on the cheap money. It's not like he's making $35 million anymore.
Yeah. Just be a spark plug. Maybe you might not play some nights. Hey, we need Melo tonight. Dust her off, baby. Come on, get out there. Come on, jack up some threes. You could do it. You could do it.
And if he's a problem, you just get rid of him. You cut him. Whatever.
Exactly.
Oh.
100% agree. So to do all the other assorted news, hot and not.
It's time for Hot.
Hot.
You want to talk about hot?
Hot.
Please stop doing that.
Doing what?
Continue. Go ahead.
And not.
God, is he a moron? Oh my God, he doesn't shut up.
It's so stupid.
Stupid decisions.
Dum-dums. The naughtiest knot of the year.
Oof. Suck fest. Suck sauce.
On the 360 Sports Show.
All right, Christian. Hot and not, the ups, the downs, the goods, the bads, pluses, and minuses. Where will you go this week for the hots?
I'm going all tennis. I got 3. I didn't write one down, but I got 3. And I'll just rattle them off. Serena, her last and final match at the U.S. Open. Coco Gauff, first quarterfinal. I believe she's playing right now. And Francis Tiafoe, I think. I can't remember how to say his name. Tiafoe, I think is how you say it. Francis Tiafoe taking down Rafa Nadal at the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Also, another you need some young blood in the tennis atmosphere here because it's a lot of the same guys. And to have a guy like that, he's U.S. born, obviously. So having a guy like that beat one of the best, that's exciting, especially for a tournament like the U.S. Open.
Yeah, and not just one of the best, like now, one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
All-time bester. And yeah, I mean, there's always, it seems, with the greats in a sport, there's like a year where somebody kind of comes out of nowhere and beats somebody. And you're like, ooh. You just hope that they follow it up and then they gain some traction and they're the next person. And that it's not just a one-off, and then once you're like your big 3, once like a Djokovic, Federer, Nadal all kind of retire, hopefully there's people waiting in the wings. Coco22 says Rafa the GOAT. I agree.
True. I'm not gonna debate that. It is cool to see someone else win. I mean, Rafa is one of my favorite tennis players of all time. Obviously, same birthday. So that's cool.
I did not know that.
But yeah, it's still cool to see, especially at the U.S. Open. There's a U.S.-born guy win it, and a young guy that's coming up. That, funnily enough, he trained with Rafa, I believe, when he was 14 or 16.
Oh wow!
And now he beats him. So
that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. That stuff's really cool. I'm just glad football's back for a number of reasons. But college football included. Got to actually, watch some games Saturday and Saturday night. I saw Alabama's up 3. It was only up 3-0 in the first quarter. I'm like, oh man, they're hanging. Whoever, I forget who they're playing. They're hanging in. It's 48-0 before halftime.
You're always good for a few of those a weekend.
Oh, Alabama. But I went with a game that the final score was 7-3. Why is this on the hot list, you may ask? Because not every day do you see 7 points get scored. Field goal, safety. Some people, that a game like that would be the most boring thing ever. I think there was like a combined 20-something punts in the game. And such low scoring, but like you could see UNC played a game 63-61. Really exciting, high scoring, down to the wire. Failed 2-point conversion is what made the difference. At the end. But you see that all the time in college football. When do you ever, at any level of football, see 2 safeties in the same game? And meaning scoring, not deep playing cover 2. So I had to go with the 7-3 game. Just awesome. marks the first time this century that a team won a game while scoring just 7 points without a touchdown. The Hawkeyes also became the first team since 2013 to win a game while scoring 7 or fewer points and punting 10 or more times.
A lot of defense in that one, I would say.
A lot of defense. So if you like the defense, that game was for you. And I love the history of it. So that was my hot for the week. Out of all the football action, I went with the double safety game. What is not for you, Christian?
I didn't really have one. So I just went. Kevin Durant was on Twitter bitching about his 2K rating today. So why not? Why not pick on Kevin Durant? He should be a 99, he thinks. So.
And what is he, a 98?
I think he's a 96, maybe.
Oh, my God. All right. NBA 2K ratings. He's a 96. Giannis is the top. Here's your top 6. Giannis 97, LeBron 96, Durant 96, Embiid 96, Curry 96, Jokic 96. Jason Tatum 93 in your top 10.
Jaylen Brown got roasted. That's also a not. Come on, he should be at least an 89, if not 90. He's in like an 87. Disrespectful.
Overall.
That was Jalen. I'd use that as fuel. All these guys love their 2K rating, so I'll just pick on
Jalen's an 87. 89 dunker, though, which that is low. Come on.
Low ball all around.
Oh, that's just driving dunk. What? Okay. 3-point shooting. Steph better be a 99, and he is. He is. Oh, man. We can't go down this rabbit hole. We're going to pick through this. Like, who's at the very bottom? Who's the last? Who's the last?
Geez.
There's definitely got, I mean, because you can think, I mean, this the entire NBA isn't rated here. But they've only Devin Cannady for Orlando is ranked 139, 67 overall, 81 3-point shooter, but a 50 driving dunk. That driving dunk stat, man, pulling down his rating. No bueno. Paolo Banchero, also on Orlando, doesn't even have a 3-point or driving dunk rating. Oh, goodness. All right, let's put this away before we get lost. Anyway, my not for the week is I just have to share it because I want to know. My phone is talking to me. I didn't understand that. I wasn't talking to you. Yeah. I just have to share this because I don't know if it's hot or if it's not. Like, it could be hot, but then the fact that there's people who are probably making money hand over fist doing this, while we're scrapping for pennies, maybe makes me think I want it to be a not. But this was a thing that came out earlier this week. This couple choreographing dances for all the NFL theme songs. So I'll let this unmute this. I mean, like, is it good? Is it hot or not? I don't know. Do you have a favorite, Christian?
Well, I would say Fox has the best music, so maybe I'll go Fox.
I couldn't decide. I mean, we'll ask the audience here. You know? Do you think these are hot or not? I don't know. So, if
Let the people decide.
Say again.
Let the people decide.
And give it back to the people. So I couldn't decide. So I'm saying not only because I'm jealous. These people are probably do it. They did this on TikTok one day and just made, 3 months rent.
Pretty much, yeah.
Took
Too much time. But hey, you know what? Good for them, I guess.
I'm not mad at them. I'm mad for them. So anywho, let's do picks. We should cue that music. Maybe we should cue the music, and when we do picks, we have to choreograph the dances, Christian. All right, week 1 in the NFL, baby. Let's go. For those keeping score at home, I beat Christian by a single point last season.
However, review.
Yeah, to review. That we've assigned a special master to oversee the picks from last year. So while that's tied up in district court, I will remind though I am still trailing Christian significantly all time because in 2020 he smoked me 163 to 134. So we'll see what this year brings, but it's a fresh year, fresh start.
Well,
Let's go.
You jumped on the bandwagon last year and just copied all my picks, so that's why you almost won.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you want to go back through all of them? We can review the record if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so week 1 in 2020. No, okay.
I don't have time for that. Too much time. We could probably choreograph dances before we could go through all those.
All right, let's go, baby. Week 1, 2022 NFL season.
You want me to rattle them off?
Rattle them off, baby. Let's go.
Right. Thursday night, Buffalo at Los Angeles. Scams.
I will start her off by saying that the Buffalo Bills will win this game. Letdown year for the Rams.
Agree on the former, disagree on the latter. The Rams will have a good year, but they're not going to win this game. Too much hype.
We are in agreement.
Game 2.
Next.
1 o'clock games. New Orleans at Atlanta.
Who is quarterbacking it? Mariota, right?
I believe so, yes. Marcus Mariota.
And Winston in New Orleans? Oh, gosh. Goodness grief.
Yep. What a matchup.
I don't know. I'm going to go New Orleans. Yeah.
Take an ATL.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what really to do. So I think a Saint, I don't know. Would a Saint beat a Falcon? I feel like a Saint might just turn the other cheek.
I feel like a Saint would probably just put up a wall, the bird would go through it, the Falcon would go through it and then disappear or something. So probably.
All right. Next.
The 49ers at Chicago.
So have they decided who their starting quarterback is? Is it Lance?
I believe so.
Interesting.
He's backup.
So, gosh, I really don't like picking Chicago, but I think I kind of want to pick Chicago just because I don't know what Trey Lance is going to be as a starter. So I'm picking Chicago. I'm going to pick the home team.
I'm going to go 49ers. I think they have a better team overall. Same thing could be said about Justin Fields in year 2. So, we'll see. I like Fields, but.
Yeah, I mean, that is an interesting matchup.
It is, yeah.
It's either going to be like, hey, wow, look at the two young guns. It's a duel. This is a glimpse into the NFL future. Or it's 7-3 with 2 safeties. Next.
Rolling. Steelers at Cincy.
This one's easy. I'll let you pick first.
I'm going to go Cincy.
Yeah. I mean, Pittsburgh is
home.
Starting Trubisky, right? I believe. So, I don't know. I'm of two minds. Protect the young. Do you protect the young kid or do you just throw him into the fire and let him play? I don't know.
Yeah, probably just wait.
Get to the early part of the season. You can always bench the veteran, and that's kind of like, hey, kid, you're stepping in. No immediate pressure.
Be a good year for Trubisky too. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, maybe the change of scenery. He has already had the change of scenery, but change of scenery truly as a starter, could do him good. So, no. Next.
Still in the 1 o'clock section here. Philly at Detroit.
At Detroit. Gosh, are you hyped up for the Lions after Hard Knocks? Are you believing? You believing in Dan Campbell and the Lions?
No.
I believe they're hyped up enough to win this one game, so I'm picking Detroit.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Philly. That seems like a bait. You're trying to bait me into picking the Lions too, so nobody gets a point.
You give me too much credit.
That's true. I do. Yeah, you're right. New England at Miami. We already picked this one.
MIA stands for missing in action, and that is what the Patriots offense will be. So,
Nice segue there.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami. Patriots aren't ready to go.
No further analysis. Until we see it on the field look any different than it looked in practice and preseason.
Good night.
Yikes.
Coaching is BAD with a capital B, A, and D.
I'm sure we'll be giving that much more analysis post-game next week. But for now,
Sure.
scurry. Next.
Baltimore at the Jets. Jets, Jets.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Easy. Easy pickings, baby.
I wouldn't pick the Jets if Zach Wilson was playing. Jacksonville at Washington.
Nope, not Chargers. Jacksonville at Washington. The Commanders. Commander. Buch. Carson Wentz, correct? Versus, man.
Lawrence, breakout year.
I'm gonna go Jacksonville. I feel like Jacksonville's gonna be the team that I believe in early, like the first 5-6 weeks, and just hemorrhage games, and then never pick them again the rest of the year. But for now, I saw some of their preseason game. I saw some things out of Lawrence in some of their preseason games. I mean, he's got some weapons. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I have more doubt in Carson Wentz in Washington right now than I do in Lawrence. So, Jags.
I'm gonna go Washington at home. They seem to be pretty stout on defense, and I believe Lawrence will have a tough day. And I missed the schedule here. Let me get back to it. Cleveland at Carolina.
My man, Baker Mayfield, getting to play his old team. Carolina. Baker revenge
Agreed.
game.
Let's go Baker. I'm on the Baker bandwagon. That's what we call it. B squared. Indy at Houston.
I'm gonna go Indy. I do have a note on that game though, but after you pick.
Indy.
Are you in any fantasy football leagues, Christian?
I am not.
For anybody out there, the Houston rookie running back available if you haven't had a draft yet, if you're one of these super late leagues, or if the guy's on the street, Pierce, that guy's gonna be a workhorse for them. So I think Indy's gonna win this game, but I do think Houston is gonna be running the crap out of the ball this year. So something to pay attention to. Just a little side note. So
Little something.
little something.
I didn't know you did fantasy analysis. Good job. Good for you. Round of applause.
You can sign up for my Patreon.
Patreon.com/PezCandy.
Sure, should.
That's copyrighted.
Probably. Pez with 2 Z's probably isn't.
That's true.
Anyways.
Yeah, you can do that. New York Football Giants at Tennessee.
Tennessee. That's easy.
Tennessee. Derrick Henry's back. Comeback player of the year. Tennessee. All day. Green Bay at Minnesota.
I just despise having to pick Aaron Rodgers and the Packers and anything, but I gotta pick them. I don't know. Minnesota and Cousins, they're just stuck in the middle. I don't know. They're not good enough to be great, and they're not bad enough to suck. So
Stuck in the mud.
yeah.
Yeah, go Green Bay. Kansas City at there's some good game. There's really no wet fart Sunday game.
Except for that New Orleans at Atlanta game.
true. I guess that has viability there. Moving on. Kansas City at Arizona.
Ooh.
This is funny. Someone had a stat. It might have been Barstool or something, but Kyler Murray's record before and after Call of Duty comes out in November is very different, and one is better than the other. It's kind of funny.
Oh, man. That's probably why any player who has to have in his contract like specific language about watching film.
Hey, they took it out though because it was disrespectful.
Well,
Which
yeah,
is not wrong. It is a little
disrespectful to yourself for needing to put that in there.
Yeah,
You just announced to everyone that this player doesn't study, and you're handing him a bag.
Oops.
So, the cat is out of that bag now. I think KC is going to take a step back. Now, do I think they're going to suck and be terrible? No. I don't think they're going to just be able to run through people or throw through people like they have in the past. There's going to be a significant adjustment for Mahomes without Tyreek. He was so much of their stealing play. They just need to have it, steal a few yards here, all sorts of, need to have it plays with him in the playbook. There's going to be a big adjustment there. A lot more on pressure on Kelsey and these other guys to produce. Mahomes is going to have to do more with less. We get to see whether he can. I think early on it's going to be a struggle. They probably will win 11, 12 games. But I don't think it's just going to be the cakewalk like it is or has been for them at points in the last few seasons. So I think this opening game on the road in Arizona, that defense is good. I think this could be a struggle for the first real action here with the really new-look Chiefs team. So I'm going Cardinals.
Yeah, early in the year, I like the Cardinals. I just don't like them later in the year. So I'll start with them I'll go with them because, well, actually, wait a minute here. They lost some guys, didn't they? Hopkins isn't playing, is he?
No, not offensively, no.
Chandler Jones left. I'm going Kansas City. I changed my mind.
Talked yourself right out of it right there. Thank you for the point. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll see about that one. Once they get blown out 30-2, you'll see. All right. You want to talk about two safeties? They might get only two safeties.
If they win,
Yes.
if they win 4-0, then that's it.
That's
good.
not gonna happen.
That would be awesome.
You forget about Kelsey and all the other guys they have on offense. They're okay on offense. I think they're gonna be a little bit worse.
Bump
without
Kelsey
Tyler.
off the line, double him.
Yeah,
That's
true.
it.
Yeah. Just double everybody.
No, you don't need to.
No, put 13 guys in the field. Double everybody.
There's nobody else who's a problem on offense. Obviously Mahomes is. Kelsey could be, but he's getting up there in age now too.
Mecole Hardman, you like Mecole Hardman? They have
At least
Schuster.
They're good players, not Tyreek Hill.
You like Juju?
I like Juju a lot, not Tyreek Hill.
Edwards-Helaire.
Which is good. He's not Tyreek Hill the person, which is fantastic. Not Tyreek Hill the player, though. Unfortunately for the Chiefs.
They're gonna win Sunday. You watch. I can't wait. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for the year to start. This is only week 1. Las Vegas at Chargers. Another great game. Great game.
What time is this game? Is this a 4 or is this the night game?
4:25. Yeah.
Wow. I'm going Vegas. I am very high on the Raiders. I actually believe that they will win that division as of right now. That can obviously change. We'll see if the Chargers can ever get over the hump. It's going to be the talk of this entire season for them. You had a good year. You were close. You beat teams. Can you get over the hump? Can you actually close out and win games, and then get to the playoffs and win a playoff game or games? So,
yeah, I was gonna go the same route, and I think I am. I just don't like the away here for Vegas. I'm gonna pick them anyway. But I think this might be the game of the week. These two teams are pretty close, I think.
Next.
It's no New Orleans, Atlanta, but it's pretty good.
Definitely not.
Tampa at Dallas.
Tampa
This
Bay
is the night game.
at
I'm terrific.
Dallas. Wow. Dallas gets up for these big games. They like puke on themselves against mediocre opponents, but in the big games, they get up. They lost to these guys to open the season last year. I'm sure that's a little bit in the back of their minds. Tom pulled a Tom on them. Cool, cool as a cucumber. Oh, I only need 47 seconds. Yeah, I'll go down and get the win. Cool. Tom, it'd be interesting to see how Tom plays. I mean, with all of the family turmoil, according to page 6. So, I mean, we'll see how he looks on the field. I mean, having a kind of haphazard offseason, from retiring to unretiring to being with the team to then missing almost 3 weeks. And he's in his 23rd year and he should theoretically be able to just roll him out there and play. But I don't know. We'll see what it looks like on the field. I'm going to go with Dallas, especially at home.
Last week you told me you didn't want to talk about Tom Brady and then you just talked about him again. So whose fault is that?
I did not want to talk about him in the sense of him still being here in New England.
Oh, if he was here, we'd be better. But anyway, I will say Dallas.
Okay.
Wait, who did you say? You say Tampa?
I said Dallas.
Oh, you did say Dallas. Okay.
Pay attention.
Jesus, dude. Headphone warning on that.
Attention. Pay attention.
Denver. Monday night. Denver at Seattle. Good matchup here. Ooh. The juice. Bring the juice.
If Seattle had somebody other than Geno Smith starting at quarterback, I would get excited for this game. But this is your typical Monday night game. Tons of storylines, there's intrigue, but the game itself is going to suck. Nope. Denver is going to blow them out. Denver by a mile.
We got to clip that blow for a second. I'm going to pick the Broncos, but I will say this. This game is going to be closer than you think. You know why? Because everybody's going to be jacked up in Seattle. That 11th man. Wait, what do they call themselves? The 12th man?
12th man.
If they were the 11th, they'd be on the field. So that wouldn't make sense. Seattle.
Those first 11 guys better be jacked up.
If you'd picked Seattle, I would have picked Seattle. But I'm not going to give you a free point. But I think this game is going to be close, and I think this could be the upset of the week.
You give Seattle a shot here?
Yeah, just for the sheer fact, I think it's going to be close up until the third quarter, and then if something goes wrong, if they throw a pick or something, maybe they get blown out. But I think just the sheer fact that everybody's going to be juiced up because Russ is back in the building and Broncos country, let's ride. They're all sick of that crap, so I think they're going to be in the game just on sheer fact of adrenaline, and they're going to be wanting to pop him.
I think if he had decided he wasn't going to negotiate in free agency and just left. I mean, I don't think anybody felt like him leaving. I think at least my initial perception of it was everyone was kind of cool. Carroll and Russ, let them both go. Let's just hit the reset button up there.
It's going to be a close game.
I don't know. I don't think there's that much animosity for Russ for it to turn into this.
Yeah, if someone leaves your team as a fan, you're going to be ready to go. You want to boom off the field.
Yeah, sure, the fans. I'm talking about the team that has to play the game.
12th man, okay?
You know who one of those 12 guys is? It's Geno Smith, under center.
You know who's on the other side? Not Geno Smith.
Exactly.
I still think it'll be close. This could be the upset of the week. I can't wait. I can't wait for this year.
You want to? What's the spread? Pull up the spread. We're both picking Denver, so maybe let's pick let's add the spread to this one. Let's do it.
Oh, you want the juice?
I want the juice.
Seattle is a plus 25. No, I'm just kidding. They are a plus 6.5.
Seattle's getting 6.5.
Only a touchdown, sir. What did I tell you? If I were to ask you the spread, you would have probably said 18 points. Not even close.
I'll take Denver still. Denver minus 6.5. They'll cover that.
Well,
easy.
Yeah. Maybe by a touchdown, but I'm saying it's going to be close.
Oh, it's close. It's going to be a touchdown? Is that what you're saying?
You said they're going to blow them out. That's what you said.
Yeah.
So you think they're going to win by a touchdown, or do you think it's going to be more than that?
I think this game is going to be 35-10.
I think it's going to be like 35-21, something like that.
Fine. We'll do this instead. We'll pick the score and we'll see who's closest. I'm saying 35-10. And what do you?
35-17.
35-17. Yeah. Really going out on a limb there, Christian. Woo, so close.
Like I said, it's going to be close
close. A whole 18 points.
I mean, I don't trust Geno Smith to keep it close for 4 quarters, but I think it's going to be close and entertaining for at least a half, maybe 3 quarters.
How many more factors can we add? I think maybe the first 5 minutes. It'll be close. It's gonna when the game starts, it will be close.
Before the game starts, it'll be close too.
It's gonna be close leading up to the moment that Denver starts pulling away. Guaranteed.
I mean, Seattle's got the roster to pull it off. Drew
Man.
Lock, you forget about Drew Lock. Nothing.
Only serious conversation on these airways.
Tyler Lockett, Marquise Goodwin.
And yes, who is stopping Russell Wilson? Yeah, go ahead. Pull up that depth chart and find some names. Go ahead. Go do it.
Let's do it. Justin Coleman. Got him. Interception. If this game is close, I think you should have to.
Oh, come on. This has to be good now.
Yeah, this has to be good.
And what's close? Close at the end?
Within a touchdown.
So if Seattle covers the spread.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to what?
Well, no, I mean, I would put him at a touchdown. So 7. 7 or under. That's what
7 or under. Okay.
Then you have to wear underwear on your head for the next show.
Deal. Deal. Conversely,
Now, anybody in the
conversely,
chat,
the same should apply to you, though.
no shot.
Why not?
It's
I-
like there's
I
like
will-
a 90% chance that it's not going to happen.
But you seem to believe it so
So
strongly.
The odds are not in my favor.
Why are you making me
I'll-
the dancing monkey?
I'll eat 3 warheads at one time on the show during the show. How about that?
You have to get some I'll pick you up some thermonuclear wings from the Muse.
I'll eat an entire lemon.
I've done that before. I like lemons.
Why am I not surprised?
Goodness. Well, plenty to look forward to next week.
That could be the game of the week now.
Game of the week.
See, this is what we do on the show. We get people to watch Monday night.
People are going to be like, oh, did you lose money on that game? No, I just got to wear underwear on my head next week. What?
Yeah. I mean, hey, and they can't be like, it's got to be like legit. It can't be like a pair of shorts.
Yeah. I mean, NCAA, rules prohibit me from betting or wagering money on games. I don't think it prohibits me from wagering whether or not I wear underwear on my head.
No, that's why we make it fun
Yeah, have to make it fun.
and funny.
And funny. So, oh boy. Well, this was fun. So thank you to everybody who tuned in for this insanity. This was like the final venting of off-season just mania.
Finally,
We will have
finally we have real football.
We have real football coming and a whole lot more to discuss because we're going to get into the best part of the sports calendar, in my opinion, which is September and October, because you get so much happening from everywhere.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is we're here. This is September 6th. We got like less than a month for basketball, hockey, both to get back to work here. So,
Alrighty. So, thanks to those who tuned in to the live broadcast. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. If you missed us live, you can like, follow, and subscribe on those platforms to never miss a show, or you can take us on the go with the podcast version of the show through Sounder FM or wherever you get your podcasts from. For Christian Lauber, I'm Andrew Pizzelli. Have a good night, everybody.
see you later.